Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Dragon Ball Super episode review. Today we're going to be talking about episode 86, Goku crosses fists for the first time with Android 17. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm starting to get a bit irritated that all of a sudden, everybody can somehow be able to fight on par with Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Now, obviously, he's holding back some power, you know what I mean? But still, he is still in God mode, fighting these people, fighting Krillin, fighting Android friggin' 17, fighting Boo, and, you know, granted, obviously, these people can get more powerful, but, like, think about what it took to turn God mode. It took 5 Saiyans combining their power to turn Goku into a Super Saiyan God, okay? And then it was through rigorous training that he was able to control his ki and to be able to become Super Saiyan Blue, which is obviously the next progression. And let's go back to thinking about the training. You remember when they were training and they were wearing those weighted vests, him and Vegeta, and they were like fighting each other in training, and then they're like, okay, take off your vest, and they took them off and put them on the ground. And these weighted vests were so heavy that they literally sank into the ground until they disappeared. I don't know the math or the physics behind how heavy something would have to actually be in order to sink into the ground, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty damn heavy to be able to do that. And they were jumping around and fighting each other wearing these things, you know, and even if they were holding back power, I still don't think a Kamehameha Blast in Super Saiyan Blue is gonna be, you know, they're gonna be able to withstand that. Like, even if they were holding back while shooting that off, if he turned Super Saiyan, if he was fighting Android 17 as a Super Saiyan, you know, obviously, like, you know, they're keeping up with each other, which we should expect because when they originally fought the androids, they kicked their ass when they were Super Saiyans, obviously. So, and they're still only androids. They're humanized androids. Like, how powerful can they really be? So, they basically trying to say that they have God power now, or God ki. Like, I can understand, you know, Boo can get a bit stronger because he started training, and he always had, like, you know, a lot of power to begin with. But, I mean, Android 17 and Krillin, how are they able to even keep up? Like, it's getting to be a bit irritating. I'm just going to throw that out there. It's getting to be a bit irritating. You know, Goku's testing these people, and it's almost like Akira Toriyama is trying to convince us that they got so powerful that all of a sudden they can handle this. You know what I mean? Like, it's just starting to weird me out a little bit when I watch, and I think it's kind of like a cop-out to kind of advance all these fighters to be able to handle this tournament because, you know, obviously Universe 11 has some really powerful people, and we need to compete with that if we want to win. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know what you think about that. But overall, aside from that bullshit, I really did enjoy the episode. I really enjoyed seeing Android 17 back. I really enjoyed seeing the flashbacks. I thought it was really cool that they finally introduced Oob into the mix. Dende dropped the Oob bomb, and he's like, a fighter has been born with natural talent, and guess what? He is the reincarnation of Kid Buu, and you're going to have to train him and fight with him because you promised you will. And Goku's like, I'm no good at that. And I thought that was kind of bullshit that he said that because clearly he trained Gohan to become Super Saiyan 2 and defeat Cell. So clearly he knows how to train people and work with them, and he's always looking for someone super strong to fight with. So for him to say that, I thought was kind of dumb. Like, he would probably be super excited and be like, wow, I can train this kid and then we can fight each other, and that's awesome. Like, that's all he ever wants. That's why he keeps asking people to train with him. But anyway, and the kid already has natural talent, so it's not like he's starting from nothing, you know what I mean? But anyways, we're going to be seeing Oob soon. I'm really excited about that. So probably going to start showing him after the Tournament of Power. But overall, you know, I had no idea, you know, maybe I missed this, but I had no idea they could move the Lookout. And I'm like, holy shit, didn't they just move the Lookout? That was awesome, you know? So I hope that I don't sound like a Dragon Ball, you know, noob here and the Lookout has moved in the past and I just forgot. But if it didn't, this was the first time, friggin' awesome. And Mr. Popo being super defensive of Dende was friggin' awesome too. Anyways, they go to the island, and Android 17 is just like taking out all the poachers. and he's protecting the island, and so he tells Goku, he's like, I can't leave, and Goku's like, it'll be for like 2 hours, bro, what's the big deal? And he's like, even if I leave for 2 hours, poachers could come within those 2 hours. And so then earlier, he's showing Goku a picture of his family, which I was really pissed we didn't get to see. And he's like, why can't I just meet your family? He's like, they don't live here. He goes, I work away from home. And I'm like, this dude won't even leave the island for 2 hours to fight in a tournament. When the hell does he see his family? How does he spend any time with his wife and kids if he won't leave the island for 2 hours to go fight in this friggin' tournament, you know? I don't know if anybody else picked up on that, but I'm like, well, clearly Android 17 is a shitty dad and husband because he never leaves the goddamn island because he has to protect this bull, you know? And he won't kill anyone, and he doesn't want to harm any animals, and he doesn't want to damage the island. So, very interesting to see him go from, you know, a maniac willing to kill anything and obliterate anything. And even when he was even making fun of 16, because 16 was very in tune with animals, he's like, you're dumb, you know what I mean? Anyways, so we see this new side of Android 17, which I do really like. I actually think he's a really cool character, and it almost looks like in the previews for the next episode that there's a dude on the alien spaceship that has the same face as Android 17. We only saw from the bottom down. I don't know. Are they going to introduce Super Android 17? Maybe. That would be pretty cool. Maybe do some kind of merge, you know? That would be pretty awesome. I don't know if they'll actually do that. Probably not. But hey, one can think. There is a reason why they didn't show that dude's entire face. But you know, the next episode's going to be basically about, you know, Goku and Android 17 teaming up to save the island and save the Minotaurus. And obviously, after they work together and save him, that's going to convince Android 17 to work with Goku to save the universe. You know what I mean? I thought it was kind of dumb that he wants to protect all these animals, and he wants to protect the Minotaurus, he wants to keep the poachers away, but then when he finds out he might get erased, he's like, nah, whatever, you know, no big deal. If we get erased, I guess everyone does, so no big deal. I didn't like that. So there were a lot of things I liked about this episode, a lot of things I didn't like about this episode. I just want the friggin' tournament to start. And I'm still interested to see, you know, when they recruit Master Roshi, how that's going to go down. Because clearly his photo is there, he's a part of the team. I'm kind of waiting for that. Like, that's the episode I really want to see. And, you know, I think the storyline is progressing. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm really enjoying it. I love how Boo went from, like, fat to in shape over 2 hours. You know, the Boo workout and diet plan. You know, let me get my hands on that so I can go, like, into super shred mode. But, you know, anyways, I like how the story is progressing. I'm hoping now that Gohan is training with Piccolo, we start to see a bit of that. That could be a really cool episode. They do it the right way. I want to see how Master Roshi gets recruited. And, you know, I want to know why Android 17 doesn't spend any time with his family. Like, bro, you know, you're so worried about the animals and you're such a good guy. When you spend time with your kids and wife? We don't know. I'd like to know. Maybe we'll find out soon, but I highly doubt it. Anyways, be sure to leave those comments down in the comment section below. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Hope you guys have a great week. And as always, more good stuff coming soon. See you guys.